it's Dizzy and I've got a quick get ready with me kind of thing today. Just showing you the kind of makeup I pretty much have been doing on a daily basis now that it's summer and it's hot outside. It's really simple and quick. So I'm also going to show you guys some products that I feel like are really awesome when it's hot out and just do a really good job for my skin. As a side note about my skin, I am 37 years old. My skin is dry to combination. It gets a little oily in the T-zone. I do occasionally experience adult acne and breakouts and all that stuff. So that's what's happening. So, okay, the first thing I've got is Ole Henriksen Perfect Truth CC Eye Cream with SPF 15 in the color Natural. And I love this. So my face is clean and I put on my moisturizer and stuff. So I just apply this with my finger, just right under the eye and a little bit on top of the lid. You want to be really careful not to get this in your eye because it does has SPF in it, but I like it. It doesn't sit into my lines, and it does improve some of the darkness, but it's not like a crazy coverage product. So yeah, there's that. Then the next thing I do is apply some sort of CC cream or BB cream type product. I have two that I really love. I like the Juice Beauty one in Warm Glow, which is SPF 30. And I also like my Rimmel 9-in-1 BB in the shade Light. And I think I'm going to use the Rimmel one today just because it's a tiny bit more coverage. And sometimes I do this with my fingers and sometimes I use a brush. Just depends on the day and how lazy I am. But I'm going to use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush just to kind of buff it in. I think the Rimmel one has a really nice coverage and it's a pretty decent shade match. Once everything is blended in, I look back and I think to myself, is there any areas that need a little extra love? I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, there's still just a tiny bit of darkness right around my eyes. So then I go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in the medium, and this is just a little travel size. And I just take the tiniest bit of that. And just put it where I have the most darkness. This stuff stays on like crazy. But since it's a full coverage, I don't want to use a ton of it. So yeah, that little bit did both eyes. And then I'll just go through with that same Real Techniques face brush and just make sure it's as blended as it's gonna get. Now I will set just a little bit with powder, and the one that I use is the e.l.f. High Definition powder. It's just a translucent, and I set it with this huge Coastal Scents big fan brush, which is really soft. I love this one. So I just swirl it in there and just set right around my eyes and my nose and a tiny bit in my chin where I'll get breakouts. Because that's where the oil kind of happens if I'm going to get it. But I'm like a pretty dry. All right, so that is it as far as face stuff goes. I keep it really, really, really simple with my foundation. The next thing is I do my eyebrows. I am currently really into brow pomades. The one I'm using right now is the Milani one in soft brown. It's very similar to the NYX one, which is very similar to the Anastasia one. But these are a really good price. I just used a very small angled brush. Let's see. And then I take a spoolie, you know, and soften it out. Just a little. I don't like a ton of definition in there. And then I just go over it after with a little bit of my Sonia Kashuk Tinted Brow Gel. You guys, if you've been on the channel a while, you know I've been using this for a couple years. So yeah, but there we go. And then spoolie, spoolie, spoolie. And then do it all on the other side because look, my brows don't match. All right, and then I have been all about the cream eyeshadow lately. So the first thing I do is I take my Barely Branded from Maybelline Color Tattoo. And I put that up by the brow bone and blend it in. And put a dab in the inner corner. Just to brighten my eyes and make them look a little bigger. Then I take my Tattoo Leather Collection in Creamy Beige. And I usually do this with like a little Real Techniques crease shadow brush. Dip it in there. And just kind of dance that into the socket. Like I said, this is the simplest, most subtle makeup ever. And sometimes I just leave it there and apply mascara. But today I'm gonna do something a little fun. I'm gonna take one more of these. This is Bad to the Bronze. Just like a favorite. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that. All over the lid. Okay, so there we go. Now that I've got that, then I just do a little bit of eyeliner. This is my Fiore Minerals eyeliner in Brown Sugar, and I got this in a Petit Vour box. So I just kind of get that nice and smudgy on the upper lash line. Mostly through the outer corner. I do a little bit underneath, just right there, and smudge that a little. And that is pretty much what I do. And then I curl my lashes and throw on mascara. And I am still working my way through the Essence Lash Princess. I ended up actually liking this, so I've repurchased it. It's good. It's a good cheap mascara. It's starting to get a little dry, so it's definitely time to switch to the new one. I don't personally need a waterproof formula because my eyes aren't super watery. And I find this stays on pretty well. But if you are the type of person who has like watery eyes, then you might want to use a mascara that works better for you. If I do bottom lash mascara, which does not happen very often, I will use my e.l.f. Lengthening and Defining Mascara. It's got this tiny little brush. Because I don't have a lot of lashes underneath. So if I like go crazy with bottom lash mascara, it looks really crazy. So yeah. For blush, I have been using my NYX Cream Blush in Glow. And I have been applying it with the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. Just gives me a little bit of color. And then I've been using with that, I think this is discontinued, but I think they make something similar. It's a Maybelline Master Glaze in Subtle Bronze. And I've been using this as a pretty intense highlight. So I just put like a racing stripe across my cheek and then blend it. And then last but not least, for lips, I have been really liking something a little bit more hydrating. So I've been wearing the NYX Butter lipsticks. I've got a bunch of these. The one I'm wearing today is Little Susie. So I'm going to zoom out. And there you go. This is what I've been wearing pretty much every day. It gives me a little bit of definition, but it's not like crazy you're wearing tons of makeup. So I hope this was helpful and fun for you guys. The stars absolutely of this show for me is that Ole Henriksen Perfect Truth CC cream for your eyes. It's just amazing. So that's really great. And I've also been really enjoying my my color tattoos are back. And this Rimmel BB it's good. It stays on all day. So thanks guys. I hope this was helpful and I'll see you next time.